Do you find yourself overworking? Do you know that that's a self-sabotaging characteristic? Do you find yourself overworking yourself at work, around your friends, your family? For the sake of what? You're overworking and you're underpaid, right? And you're overworking, but you then don't have energy to do the things you want to do for yourself. Let's think about that. What are you trying to show, or who are you trying to show that you're worthy of their love or attention? Because I'm here to tell you that you are enough. But by you overworking the way you do, you're actually saying you don't feel like you're enough. And so what you do is you overwork and you produce this wonderful, wonderful work, but no one's giving you accolades, and if they are, it's very minuscule to the work that you put in to everything that you've done. The reward is not what you deserve. But if you're constantly overworking yourself for a job that is not really paying homage to your worth and your value, then why are you doing that? What are you trying to get them to see? You're trying to get them to see something that you can't even see, is that you're worthy and valuable. You constantly are overworking for somebody else to see you, which is self-sabotaging and which is dimming your light, that you can't even see you, but you're expecting others to see you? That doesn't make any sense. By overworking, you're teaching other people how to dance with you. And say you're giving 100% or you're worth 100, but by you overworking and not knowing your worth and looking at other people to acknowledge you, they're playing you at, let's just say 5, when you're wanting 100, and it's because you're playing yourself at that. Overworking is not the key. Overcommitting and being there all the time for everybody is saying that you don't value your time nor the gifts that you have for yourself to show up for you, but you're always showing up for others. You're the go-to person. But guess what? Does somebody come to you and say, hey, I want to do all these lovely things for you? I think not. And if they do, it's far and few in between. Overworking is not the key. I know that there's a lot of things that you want to do out in this world, but you don't even have enough energy because you've been spending it on your organization or company that you work for, or that you've been showing up for those friends that don't show up for you. And you probably do have a couple friends that show up for you, but I guarantee you, your inner dialogue about how alone you are and how much you don't have support, it's real. It's because you are always there for everybody else, but you don't allow the energetic space for other people to be there for you. Take a step back. Stop self-sabotaging your support, people to be there. You're doing that. No, it doesn't feel good, and I understand and where it comes from. A lot of things come from our upbringing, and you just wanting to be seen and good enough and loved for you. But that wasn't the case. So you then had to put on your tap shoes and tap along and put on this performance so people could see how good you are. And guess what? They saw you, but then they realize, how much can I get out of this person? And not consciously, but if you're always giving, then you're actually going to attract the takers. You're not going to attract other givers. Because givers like to give and takers like to take, and not in this negative connotation space. But if you don't have any division or line in the sand, then people are just going to expect all this from you, and you're going to overwork yourself. And the only opportunity you will realize that you're overworking yourself is when you get sick, when you can't get up and you can't go to work and you can't do those things. Then you realize how much you've overworked, how much you've given to others in a way that they can't give to you. Because then actually in your overworking, guess what? You're teaching others how to dance with you. So if you're always having the answers, the solutions, then no one's going to know when you need solutions from them and answers. So I want you to think about this. What's one thing you can do that pulls you back from overworking, overextending, and see how much space you get back in your life? It may be uncomfortable, but you're then giving yourself the opportunity, the energy, the space, the mental, emotional space to start showing up for you and living life how you want. It could be something as small as this. You send out emails, but you put a timer on that. And so say you're up at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, and you send out emails. Or you're writing emails, not sending them out. Put a timer on it and make it for 8 o'clock. Because say that you send out an email at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning and your supervisor or your boss or the people that you work for that are beneath you, right? They see that and they're like, oh my gosh, you're always working. So if you're communicating that you're always working to your supervisor, your boss, your manager, guess what? They're going to expect the same type of energy that you're always on. And that's not what you want to communicate to them. Put a limit somewhere, big or small, and just see what it feels like. Overworking is a characteristic of self-sabotaging. Try it. Be well, be amazing, and most of all, be you.